Okay, hi everyone. Hi. Let me just pull up the chat box so I can talk to you guys. Hi Chimilu. Hi Samuel. Let me pull up the attendance list so I can see if more of you are joining. Okay, I still see a lot of people joining, so while they're joining, let me just say hi to everyone. Hi Bildad. Hi MT. Hi Neil. Hi Alan, AJ, Alexandru, Anatoly, Anil Kumar, Anthony, Benedict, Barkatali, best friend, Boy, Kaylin, Dennis. Okay, sorry. I'm only at C's. There's too many of you. Okay, just hi everyone. Hi. Ernest. Hi. Okay, while everyone is still joining, I still see the attendance list. Hello, will this session be recorded to access it later as well? Yes, it will be recorded and it will be posted on YouTube. Oh, while everyone is still joining, can you guys let me know where you guys are from? Because there's a lot of you today. I'm just wondering where everyone is from. What time is it for you guys? It is 5:30 p.m. here in Singapore. I'm not sure about you guys. But I hope you guys, it's not too early wherever you're in, or it's not too late so that you guys are still fresh to learn. From Canberra, oh, I've actually never been to Canberra. Lived in 2 cities in Australia, but never been to Canberra. 11:30 a.m. Okay, Luxembourg, I'm sorry, I hope I pronounced that correctly. That's Dennis and that's Anthony. Hi BL. From Netherlands, 11:30. Okay, so there's, I think for most of you it's the same time zone. I think you're all from Europe, are you? A lot of people is replying me with 11:30, 11:30, 11:30. Belgium, Mark. Hey everyone. Hey. Okay, I'm so glad to see so many of you from everywhere. 12:30 in Greece. Oh, I was supposed to go to Greece this July, but I am pregnant. I had to cancel my flight. 12:30 in Kenya. Okay, so it seems like it's noon time for most of you. Okay, it's almost evening time here in Singapore. So I guess this is the only time that you guys, okay, hold on. I do still see more people join. I see people asking me for the link for today's webinar. Okay, but I see a lot of you joining today. And there's like 300, close to 300 registrants today. So yes, the attendance list is still moving. Okay, you know what? While everyone's still joining, I'm just going to quickly do the introduction. Once I'm done with the introduction, everyone should have joined already. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to today's webinar brought to you by IC Markets. Today we're going to talk about trend trading, part 1 of 2 parts, so trading the trend. So I really love these webinars because the whole point of this webinar is to help you guys and assist you guys in growing your trading account and to be better traders. Okay, so if you have questions, please ask. Don't be shy. If you're not asking questions, I cannot really help you with whatever you're not sure with. Okay, so disclaimer. You guys know how this works. Anything I share in this webinar should not be construed as trading advice, investment advice, or any kind of financial advice. This is purely educational only. Okay, purely educational only. Whatever I share is based on my trading experience and my opinions. Okay, it's not necessarily the opinion of IC Markets. Okay, IC Markets invited us here to do this webinars for you guys. But basically, a lot of us you guys have met different speakers and different presenters. We all specialize in different things and we all have our own trading experience and journey in trading. So we will be sharing different things with you guys in this webinars. Okay, and other than those that are like facts, like textbook facts that we can't run away, other than that, it's mostly our own opinion and our own view and experiences. Okay, so what are we going to cover? Our agenda for today, trend trading, part 1 or part 2, trading the trend. We're gonna talk about the good old trend lines. Okay, then we're gonna talk about channels, and then we're gonna talk about indicator ADX, and then we're gonna talk about Ichimoku. Okay, so if you have any questions regarding any of this today, this is the best time to ask. Okay. Okay, cool. Introducing your host. I see a lot of regular names here, so I would say majority of you already know who I am. Okay, but for those who don't know who I am, my name is Cassandra. You can call me Cass. I am an external analyst and a prop trader here at Everest Fortune Group. So Everest Fortune Group, okay, runs the award-winning research firm Everest. Sorry, you know what? This is the description. This is a description for Desmond. Hey, Bildad. Okay, I'll just give me a sec. I'll read your question about. This is the description for Desmond. Okay, sorry, I think I was using his slides and I forgot to delete his description. Okay, so about me, Cassandra. Okay, I am part of Everest Fortune Group. We are an award-winning research firm. We are the finalists for 2019, 2020, and 2021 for the best Forex and equity research. 2022 is not out yet, that's why you don't see it there. Okay, basically what we do here is we do a lot of research back testing to see where the markets are going, and then with that forecast, we kind of regularly advise banks, brokers, hedge funds, financial institutions, and you guys here on this webinar, so where we think the markets are going. Just give me. Okay, I am so sorry about that, guys. I have been experiencing some really weird stuff lately. This morning, I received a few scam calls. Now someone just knocked on my front door and I opened and nobody was there. I am a little confused. Is someone trying to prank me? Let me know in the chat box what is going on. Okay, anyways, back to the introduction. Other than that, I am a prop trader. Okay, so I do prop trade full time. For those who don't know what prop trading is, basically you have to take a test with a prop firm, pass their test, and then you get funded, and then there's a profit split. Okay, so it's not that easy to pass the test. Only less than 2% of people ever pass the test. I think few thousand people take the test, and yeah, less than 2% of them ever pass this test. So that's creepy, knocking on your door. Hope you're safe. I mean, I'm in Singapore. The crime rate here is like 0.01%. We're one of the safest country in the world, but that was creepy. No, I just don't know what is wrong these days, because I'm pregnant, right? So I spend a lot of time at home now, right? And a lot of scam calls, knocking on the door. What's going on with the world, man? Okay, anyways, let's start with today's webinar. Okay, so good old trend lines. I heard the knocking. Yeah, I heard the knocking too. That means the knocking was loud. I opened the door and nobody was there. Okay, that's really weird. Okay, so let's talk about trend lines. Okay, in Forex trading, a trend line is a graphical representation of the direction in which the price of currency pair is moving. A trend line is drawn on the chart by connecting two or more points of a price chart, and it serves as a visual aid for traders to identify the directions of a trend and potential areas of support resistance. A trend line is a straight line that connects two or more price points and is typically drawn using a closing price of a currency pair. An uptrend line is drawn by connecting the low of a currency pair, while a downtrend line is drawn by connecting the high. So trend lines are used to identify the overall trend of a currency pair, and traders use them to help determine the entry and exit points for trades. Okay, there are three types of trend lines. The first one is uptrend, you can see here. the downtrend and the horizontal, well, I wouldn't really consider that trend line, more like a horizontal support resistance and a sideways trend. So a trend lines are drawn by connecting a series of highs and lows, higher highs and lower lows, while downtrends are drawn by connecting a series of lower highs. A horizontal or sideways trend is drawn when the price of the currency pair is moving sideways with no clear direction. So trend lines can be used in combination with other technical analysis tools such as a moving average, oscillators to identify potential trading opportunities. They are also used to help traders manage risk by identifying areas of support and resistance, which can be used to set up stop loss orders and take profit orders. Okay, so usually when I do this webinars for you guys, I notice I don't really put a lot of notes and stuff, so I just give you a picture. So today I've decided to like write down some rules. Okay, so this is the rules for trend line. Okay, please remember these rules. This is important. Okay, please remember the rules. So the first rule is that a trend line drawn at the bottom for an uptrend. So if price is moving in an uptrend, you draw it at the bottom. And if a trend line is moving in a downtrend, you draw it at the top. Okay, there's a reason for that. I'll get to that in a while. And then there has to be minimum 3 touches. So let me grab a pen. 1, 2, 3, minimum 3 touches. Can you guys let me know if you guys are seeing a blue color pen? I'm so confused. Every time I do these webinars, the pen is a different color. I'm just wondering how to change it. Hi, Desiree, thanks. Okay, so same downtrend will be 1, 2, 3. And that's how you draw a trend line. Okay, so now I want to see if you guys are paying attention. I actually decided to include an empty, just an empty chart here. Okay, I'm going to draw 2 trend lines and you guys let me know if it's drawn correctly based on the rules that I just shared with you. Okay, based on the rules that I just showed you. I should have done this at the end of the webinar, but I already did this. The slides is already here, so it's okay. Okay, so this is A, this is B. Can you guys let me know in the chat box if A is drawn correctly? Anyone? Okay, thank you, Jamilu. Okay, I got a lot of answers coming in. Yes, 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 no, no, wrong, no, wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong, no, it's wrong, yes, it's correct. Okay, some of you answered yes, majority of you answered wrong. A is wrong. Okay, so why is it wrong? Because based on the rules that we just touched on, trend line on the downtrend should be drawn at the top. Okay, so why should it be drawn at the top? So I have to erase this so that we can redraw it. Okay, why should it be drawn on the top? It's because price is moving in a downtrend, right? You plot a, I'm sorry, I'm trying my best to draw freestyle. Okay, you plot a trend line. If there is a trend reversal, or if, thank you, VL gave me the answer. If there is a trend reversal, it needs to do a breakout, is that right? So if it breaks out this way, you can see that the downtrend has ended and the uptrend has started. But if you draw it at the bottom and price was already moving in a downtrend and it breaks the bottom, it's just another downtrend. It doesn't, you're not getting any new information here. It's just a downtrend making another downtrend. You know what I mean? So if it's a downtrend, you draw it on the top, it breaks the top part, then now it's the start of an uptrend. We can identify the start of the uptrend. Okay, so for those who answered, actually majority of you, like 90% of you, don't worry, those that answered wrongly, maybe we get it. We get it now. Okay, the second one. Did I draw this trend line correctly? B. Is this a valid trend line? Can you guys let me know in the chat box if this is a correct or wrong trend line? Okay. B is valid. B is valid. B is correct. Yes, it's correct. Wrong, not valid, no. AJ gave me the answer. Yes, wrong. Ernest gave me the answer. Okay, cool. Okay, B is not correct either. Okay, why? Because let's go back to the rules. Minimum 3 touches. So when we look at B, there's only 1 touch here and 2 touch here. Okay, for those who said that, yes, I can understand why you said yes, because you probably think this is 1 touch, bounce, and then the second touch. Okay, but the touches needs to be significant. So let's say it's on a downtrend, it needs to be 3 significant touches. Sorry, if it's on a downtrend, you draw it on top. Okay, it needs to be 3 significant touches. So 1, 2, 3, and then the breakout happens, or it reverses, whatever it is, but it needs to be 3. Okay, so why we choose 3 rather than 2? If you guys go on so every time I prepare these slides for you guys, right, every time I talk about a topic, I need to go and do research as well, because I need to see like what other people are saying. So what I found online is that a lot of people actually consider 2 touches valid trend line. We don't consider 2 touches valid trend line here at Adverse Fortune Group. Why? It's because 2 touches happen too frequently. Look, there's 2 touches here. There's 2 touches here. There's just too many 2 touches. It happens too frequently, so we don't consider a trend line, because I feel like it's more like a coincidence rather than a trend. The whole point of using a trend line is to identify trend, right? But if it happens too often and it looks more like a coincidence rather than like it's supposed to be working that way, it looks more like it's not going to give you very accurate information. Okay, so the whole point of technical analysis is to help you narrow down and to help you find traits, right? But if the technical analysis you are using is not helping you find traits, then that's going to be a bit hard. Okay, so does it matter if it's a H4, 1 hour, 30 minutes in drawing trend line? Nope, trend line works on all time frame. Sorry, I just remember before I ask all the yes and no's questions, I think Bildad asked me something. Okay, sorry, Bildad. I wasn't ignoring you on purpose. I just got caught up. Okay. Hi, Cass. Lately, there was a 4-hour time frame. There has been an uptrend in the year. There's a positive movement in RSI. Is that the same lower lows? Could be a sign of trend reversal. Okay. Thanks for the question, Bildad. I think, Bildad, I have you on Telegram, right? I was communicating with you on Telegram, so I'll answer your question on Telegram, because I would need to go onto EURUSD to look at what you are, the trend reversal you are talking about, and then I can reply you accordingly. Okay, so I will reply you later after this webinar. Okay, cool. So let's continue. Okay, channels are basically parallel trend lines, basically 2 trend lines. Let's look at what a channel looks like. Okay, so hey, didn't want to show the rules yet. Okay, there you go. So this is what a channel looks like. Sorry, I have to go back to the slides with the rules. Okay, so the rules for channel, that it has 2 touches at the support area. That means the 2 touches on top. Are you talking about the Bollinger Band indicator? I'm not talking about Bollinger Band today. Okay, it needs to have 2 touches at the resistance area and 2 touches at the support, or rather 2 touches at the bottom and 2 touches at the top for it to be a valid trend channel. Okay, why do we only consider this valid if there's 2 and 2? Because if it's only 1, then again, that's just a coincidence rather than a valid channel. Okay, so what is a channel? In Forex trading, a channel is a technical analysis tool used to identify the range in which a currency pair is trading. These are the 2 main channels in Forex, the ascending channel and the descending channel. Ascending means it's going up, descending means it's going down. That's very straightforward. So the ascending channel is formed with 2 price of currency pair or whatever instrument is moving upwards, and 2 parallel lines are drawn to connect the higher highs and higher lows. The upper line acts as a resistance level, while the lower line acts as a support level. Traders can buy the currency pair when the price bounce off the lower line and sell when it reaches the upper line. So it's the same as the descending channel. It will be the same. You need 2 touches and it's just moving within the channel. So I did recently do this webinar and someone asked me a very good question. What is the point of a channel? Okay, so the point of a channel, or rather anything to do with technical analysis, look, if you look at the chart, it's so big, right? The chart is so big. Let's say you identify price is going up. Okay, so you know price is going up. You want to get into buy because price is going up, right? So you want to follow the wave up. The question is, where do you get in for a buy? Like where? Where on the charts do you get in a buy? The only point of technical analysis is to narrow down, okay, this big picture here is to narrow down where you think price is going to go. So by drawing a channel or whatever technical analysis you are using, it's narrowing down where you think price is going. So this channel kind of narrows down the movement that you think price is going to move in this area within the channel. Okay, it's the same for any technical analysis. The whole purpose of technical analysis is to narrow down price movement so that you can enter for a buy, you can enter for a sell, you know where to put your stop loss, you know where to put your entry and your take profit. Okay, that's the whole point of technical analysis. Okay, cool. Let's move on. It's a parallel line. Okay, these are the 3 other kinds of channels that are available in the market. So this is the Fibonacci channel and this is the Andrews pitchfork channel. Okay, I personally do not use these 2. Okay, I know them theoretically. Okay, I know the textbook definition of 2 of this channel. I personally do not use them. I have not back tested on them. So if you guys are gonna ask me how well it works, I cannot tell you because I don't know how well it works either. I haven't tried using it. Okay, the other one would be this horizontal channel here. This is basically price consolidating. Okay, other than calling it a horizontal channel, I have attended courses and I've heard other traders call this a price trap, because price trap meaning price is trapped within this channel or this price trap, this support and resistance area until price does a breakout. Okay, so usually these traders, they use the price trap strategy. Actually, I know a very profitable trader. He's very, very profitable. Now that I think about it, okay, he's very profitable. He uses price trap a lot. Okay, he waits for price to break price trap, and then he'll enter either a buy or sell when the breakout happens. Okay, so he's a breakout trader. Totally different style from me. I am a reversal. I am a trend trader. I catch entries at retracements and pullback. Okay, his is a totally different style of trading. His is he waits for price to break out. At the retest, he enters for a buy or a sell. Okay, he's actually very profitable. I used to trade his way and I did make quite a bit of profit as well. So yes, there's many different styles of trading out there. Okay, so let's talk about the different kind of channels. Horizontal channels. So horizontal channel is formed when the price of currency pair is moving sideways with a range and two parallel lines are drawn to connect the upper and lower boundaries of the range. Traders can buy the currency pair when it reaches the lower boundary and sell when it reaches the upper boundary. Okay, Fibonacci channel, which is this, is a form when 2 parallel lines are drawn with the distance between them determined by the Fibonacci ratios of 61.8%, 100%, and 161.8%. The upper line acts as a resistance level, while the lower line acts as a support level. Traders use the Fibonacci ratio to identify potential areas of support and resistance within the channel. Andrews pitchfork channel, which is that 3rd channel there, is formed by drawing 3 parallel lines with the middle line acting as a median line. Traders use the Andrews pitchfork channel to identify potential areas of support and resistance, as well as to determine the direction of a trend. Okay, so we're not going to talk so much into this. I'm going to move on to the next indicator that we're going to learn today. So the next indicator is the ADX. I didn't even bother to ask just now about trend lines and channels, because trend lines and channels, in my opinion, is so simple. I think a 5-year-old with proper training will be able to identify channels and trend lines on the charts. Okay, I think it's so simple. Like really, you can't connect the dots. It's a very simple thing to do, because I mean, look at kids nowadays. They are even coding. I know like people start coding when they're 5 years old or something. Okay, so I'm very sure they can. So now I'm going to ask, because channels and trend lines are very common. I'm sure everyone has used it before. I'm going to ask, has anyone used the ADX before? Has anyone heard of ADX? Do you know what ADX is? Don't worry, I just recently learned this indicator as well. Well, not recently, like about less than a year ago, I learned this indicator, ADX, and I love it. I've been using it a lot. Nope. Hey, best friend, I really think I did this webinar before though on ADX, or is it DMI? Nope, do not know it, never heard of it. I have heard of it, never used it. Maybe today I'll learn. Oh, might not have joined that webinar. Okay, that fair enough. Sometimes you don't join. Sometimes you do miss some. Okay, maybe yeah. So anyways, all of you who answered said no, you've never heard of ADX. Okay, so let's see what ADX is. Okay, so ADX, also called the average directional index. Okay, this is not an ADX, by the way. I inserted the wrong photo. This indicator down here is a DMI. ADX only has this red line. DMI is a combination of directional moving index plus the ADX. Okay, so the ADX is a technical indicator that used to measure the strength of a trend in particular security. The ADX was developed by J. Wells Wilder Jr. and was introduced in his book New Concepts in Technical Trading System in 1978. So ADX has been around since 1978. The ADX is calculated using a series of calculations involving the price movement of a security. The calculations is based on a moving average of a difference between the high and the low prices of the security over a given time period. The ADX typically uses 14 days period. So if you go to TradingView and you pull out ADX, the default settings is usually 14 meaning 14 days. Okay. Just give me a sec. I'll answer your question in a while, but this can be adjusted to suit traders' preferences. The ADX reading ranges from 0 to 100, with a reading of 0 indicating weak trend and a reading of 100 indicating a strong trend. A reading above 25 is generally considered to indicate a strong trend, while a reading below 20 generally indicates a weak trend. So in addition to the ADX line itself, traders also use the positive directional indicator and the negative directional indicator, which is this yellow and green line that you see. Okay, usually if you go to TradingView, you pull out ADX, only the red line is going to come out. So actually, if you want all three of this line, which I wasn't going to teach you guys today, but because I guess since I put in the wrong picture, I guess we can go through it. Okay, so these two lines basically tells you the direction of trend. So the whole point of ADX is that it doesn't tell you whether price is going up or down. Okay, it's not like the moving average, for example, gives you momentum, right? If price cuts the moving average to the upside, means it's bullish. If it's cut to the downside, means it's bearish. Okay, same for the Ichimoku cut and whatnot. ADX doesn't tell you direction, but it tells you momentum, the strength of momentum rather. Okay, so if it's above 25, it means that it is strong. Below 20 means that it is weak. So a lot of traders now, they will combine positive directional indicator and negative directional indicator, which is this green and blue yellow line. This green and yellow line, which is the plus DI and the minus DI, will tell you direction, meaning that it's the same as Ichimoku and moving using two moving average. That means using the 50 moving average and the 200 moving average. Okay, if the green line is below the yellow, it means that it's on a downtrend. if the green line is above the yellow, it means that it's an uptrend. That's basically it. That's basically how you use this indicator. It's so simple, but it gives you so much information that is useful to trading. Okay, so the ADX is a popular indicator among technical traders because it helps them identify when the security is trending and strength of a trend. This can be useful traders to help enter and exit the positions, as well as measuring risk by setting appropriate stop losses. Okay, so that's the ADX. Let me move on. This is what the ADX will look like on the chart. Hold on, let me answer one of your questions. Okay, is this a lagging or leading indicator? How do we know if it's valid or fading out? Okay, cool. Thanks for asking that question, Yen. So ADX is a lagging indicator. Okay, actually most indicators are lagging. Yeah, but I mean, we just work with what we have, right? So ADX is a lagging indicator. It's not a leading indicator. Okay, that's one. How do we know if it's valid or fading out? That's a very good question. I actually, let me find out for you. Okay, but let me show you guys how to use this first. Valid or fading out, meaning when can you use it and when can you not use it? Is that what you're asking? I mean, I guess it's the same. If I'm not understanding your question wrongly, I think it's the same with any indicator. So there's no indicator that works 100% on every chart. You need to know when it is valid. So for example, we're going to learn about Ichimoku in a while. So Ichimoku doesn't work very well on sideways market. So when you see Ichimoku going on a sideways market, you know not to take Ichimoku into consideration. I think same with the ADX. When you see price kind of like going sideways and stuff, it's probably not giving you very accurate information. Okay, so if you plot the ADX on the chart, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to say ADX 1414 is going to be at the bottom. So it doesn't have this 25 line. Okay, I myself drew a horizontal line and I changed the settings to 25. Okay, I should have drawn another one with the settings at 20. Okay, but I didn't do it. But anyways, okay, why did I draw the 25? Because the rule for ADX is that oh, okay. So when we know it's starting to lose relevance or gain relevance. Okay, just give me, okay, so very good question, Yen. So when it is the most relevant is when it just crossed the 25. Okay, that is when I will use it to get in a trade, for example. Okay, so when it just crossed the 25. I randomly open trading view and I randomly put out the ADX on EURUSD. I don't even know if it's accurate or not. Okay, but I just want, the whole point was to show you guys what it looks like on the charts. Okay, that's the whole point. So I was using ADX on XAUUSD and XAUUSD was working very, very well. Okay, so when it crosses back under the 25, that's when it finishes. Okay, so how I would use it is I will pull out a horizontal line. I'll change the settings to 25. Anytime I see price crossing 25, I know that the momentum is strong. Okay, I know that the momentum is strong. So we can see here, we like combine, this is not a very good example. Okay, never mind. I'm almost at my slides. We can go to trading view and then we can see example of ADX on different charts. Okay, we can see example of ADX in different charts and how I would usually use it. You said on XAUUSD use it. No, I said on XAUUSD I've used it. I've used it on XAUUSD and it works quite well. How to adjust ADX according to different time frames? Very good question. Usually for me, I just use the 14. I just use the general, like the settings that TradingView gives me, and so far it has been working quite well. But of course, I'm mostly trading on the 1 hour and the 4 hours. So I've never back tested on anything smaller than the 1 hour. So I don't know how well it works on the smaller time frame. But on the bigger time frame, like the 4 hours, for example, it works very well. It gives quite accurate information. Okay, so after this, we will have some time, then we can go on TradingView and we can see how I would use ADX usually. Okay, so I don't use ADX, I use DMI. Okay, DMI is the combination of ADX plus these two lines, this green and this yellow line here. Okay, I was supposed to only teach you ADX today because I'm supposed to follow the slides, but since we're on the topic, we can look at DMI later. Okay, last indicator for today, and then we're done. And then we will have some time, obviously, because we still have like 25 more minutes. I don't need 25 minutes to teach Ichimoku. Okay, so after that, we go to TradingView, and I can show you some things or like answer some of your questions. Okay, so Ichimoku. I just drew this. You can see the time here. 18th of April, I just drew this. Okay, so Ichimoku is a technical indicator that was developed by Japanese journalist Goichi Hosoda in the late 1930s. The indicator, as known as Ichimoku Kinko Hyo, uses the complex set of calculations to provide traders with a detailed view of potential support resistance level, trend directions, and momentum. So Ichimoku cloud consists of several lines that form the cloud-like appearance of a price chart, and the main component of the Ichimoku includes the Tenkan-sen. Okay, don't worry, I'll give you the English translation in a while. So Tenkan-sen is this. It basically means the conversion line. You know what? I should have put the English explanation as well. Okay, anyways, the Tenkan-sen means conversion line. If you ask me today, sometimes I don't remember their names. Okay, so how I remember this is by looking at the colors. So more importantly, I just need to remember that Tenkan-sen or the conversion line is blue in color. It's that blue line you see on the chart. Okay, why is this important? I feel like terms in trading is not so important. It's how well you can apply it. Like I can know the entire history of Ichimoku cloud, but if I go to the charts and I don't even know where to find Ichimoku cloud, I don't even know how to use Ichimoku cloud, I'm still not going to make profits. The whole point of trading is to make money and to make profits. Okay, so I personally, I don't remember any of these names unless I refer. Okay, so Tenkan-sen means conversion line. So conversion line is this blue line here, and then we've got the Kijun-sen, which is the baseline. Where did I mark Kijun-sen? Okay, Kijun-sen, which is the baseline, which is this red line here. So just remember, conversion line is blue, baseline is red. Okay, that's all I have to remember. Remember the colors, blue and red. Okay, so the explanation of this is that for the conversion line or the Tenkan-sen, this is the shorter term moving average and is calculated by taking the average of the highest high and the lowest low over last 9 periods. The Kijun-sen or the baseline, this is the longer term moving average and is calculated by taking the average of the highest high and lowest low over the last 26 periods. So how do these two comes, they work together, okay? These two, they work together. How do they work together? So I'm going to give you like a cheat sheet or like tips on how to use it. Whenever the blue line is above the red line, it means price is going up. Whenever the blue line is below the red line, it means price is going down. Okay, that's it. That's rule number 1 for Ichimoku cloud. Does anyone need me to repeat, or everyone good? I can move on. When the blue line, the conversion line, is below the baseline, which is the red color line, it means that price is going down. If the blue line is above the red line, it means price is going up. Got it? Okay, please repeat, please repeat. Okay. This blue line, when you go into TradingView, you pull out Ichimoku cloud. This is what Ichimoku cloud indicator is going to look like. If you see this blue line here crossing over this red line, okay, you see this blue line here crossing over this red line here. Oh, you know what? Actually, I can change colors. Okay, crossing over this red line here. Okay, it means this is Ichimoku's way This is Ichimoku, the indicator's way of telling you price is going down. Okay. If the blue line is crossing the red line to the upside, okay, you can see the blue line here crossing the red line to the upside. You see there's a crossing here. It's Ichimoku's way of telling you price is going up. Okay, so this is the first rule for Ichimoku cloud. Okay, the baseline and the conversion line, or in other words, the Kijun Sen and the Tenkan Sen, they come hand in hand. You need to see which the blue line is the blue line above or below the red line, and that will tell you the answer of trend. So I really love the Ichimoku cloud indicator. Why? Because this one indicator alone gives you so much information. It can tell you trend, it can tell you support resistance, it can tell you what else can Ichimoku tell you? Yeah, it can tell you a lot of things. Okay, so these are the some of the things. Ichimoku is very good for trending markets. I like it, but I have a problem how to identify of the end of consolidation. When you use Ichimoku, do you still use another indicator or draw trend lines just to identify the end of the range? Okay, yes. I will never use an indicator on its own. I will always combine indicator with other things. Ichimoku, one way to see the end of trend is when, let's say, for example, the blue line was above the red line and then it suddenly crossed. That is a possible end of trend, or it could be just a retracement. Okay, that's one way to use it. The other way is that when price crosses the cloud, that is another end of trend. Usually when the price crosses cloud, it means that that is a trend reversal already. Okay, so that's rule number one for Ichimoku. Rule number two, if price, rule number two, Ichimoku doesn't work well with sideways market. If you see a sideways market or consolidating market, do not pull out Ichimoku. Ichimoku is not going to work. It's not going to give you accurate information. Okay, that's rule number two. Rule number three for Ichimoku, if price is above the cloud, it means it's an uptrend. If price is below the cloud, it means it's a downtrend. Okay, so there's two information that we've got already from Ichimoku. Blue below yellow, downtrend. Blue below red, downtrend. Blue above red, uptrend. Price below the cloud, downtrend. Price above the cloud, uptrend. When you see ranging market, do not pull out Ichimoku. It is not going to give you accurate information. You are going to get a lot of fake outs. I am usually late into a trend, so keen to learn how to use the indicator. Okay, okay, so Yen, I have been trading for years, and I don't think I'm a very bad trader. I think I'm quite a profitable trader. As of this month, I am 3% in profit. Maybe that's not impressive to some of you, but actually 3% is like I'm quite happy my 3% profit. Okay, so even I have a problem identifying trend. So the good thing is about trading is you don't need to identify. So Yan is saying that I'm usually late to trend, keen to learn how to catch the trend at the exactly when it reverses. I think that's very hard to do. Rather, what I do is when price is already trending, I try to get in here for buy. I get in here for buy. Okay, if price is trending downtrend, I get in here for a sell. I get in here for a sell. So instead of identifying an immediate trend reversal, I like to identify retracements or pullback. So the retracements or the pullbacks are usually my entry points. Retracement or pullbacks are usually my entry points rather than looking for a trend reversal. I mean, if you can master identifying trend reversal, I can imagine the amount of profit you'll be making from trading, right? If you can identify exactly at which point price is going to reverse, where an uptrend is going to start, where a downtrend is going to start, I can imagine you will be making a lot of profits in trading. So that is one skill that even I myself want to master as well. But yes, with Ichimoku, actually, there is a possibility to do that because number one, usually when price just breaks the cloud, that's usually the start of a downtrend or uptrend. Usually, but not all the time. Okay, usually, but not all the time. You can see price breaking here, and you can see just price just plunging down, and then you can see price breaking here to the upside and price just going up. But you can also see there are times there's a lot of fake outs as well. So I would say it's hard to catch trend reversals all the time because a lot of times there's also fake outs going on. There's also consolidation. There's also people who are confused and stuff. Please repeat rule number 2. Rule number 2, do not use Ichimoku cloud on sideways or trending market. It is not going to work. Just been getting in when trend finishes and start to range. Oh man. Okay, you don't want to get in at those, okay? You want to get in at least when price is still ranging. I mean, trending. What happens if price is inside the cloud? Okay, good question. Okay, that comes to our next point of Ichimoku cloud. Okay, so Ichimoku cloud, the cloud itself is a form of support and resistance. Okay, the cloud itself is a form of support and resistance. Usually, when price is inside the cloud, that's a very good question, BL. If price is inside the cloud, I will stay out of the market. Okay, why? Because price being inside the cloud means it is a deciding point. Price is either trying to break the cloud or it's going to bounce from the cloud. So it's a deciding point. As a trader, I really hate it when I find a buy or sell situation. Like I find a support and resistance and I don't know if should I get in for a sell or should I get into a buy at that situation, because it's going to be a 50-50 kind of thing. I hate 50-50 trades. I want to be, if you guys have joined my live analysis session, which I'm sure a lot of you have joined, a lot of my live analysis session is me finding trending market and then getting in at the trending market. So I always get in like at the pullbacks. That is my trading style. It's been working very well for me, and I don't want to do this trading style where price is in the cloud and I try to risk, okay, price is in the cloud, I'm gonna bet that it's going to break the cloud. If it breaks the cloud, you enter for a sell. If it bounces from the cloud, you enter for a buy. This is a deciding point. I do not like trades like that. So usually when I see price inside the cloud, I just stay up. Yeah, that's why I would like to get in before trend ends. Okay, I do think Elliott wave is very good to identifying trend and momentum. Okay, but Elliott wave can be quite the topic and quite the indicator to learn. Okay, other than that, I think that's it for Ichimoku cloud. This is what it looks like when you combine everything. So I've combined. This is what it looks like. Okay, so I purposely put this here so that I can ask a few questions and you guys can let me know in the chat box for a few questions. Okay, so today we learned about trend lines, we learned about channels, we learned about Ichimoku. Okay, so I've got a trend line here, I've got a channel, and I've got Ichimoku, and I have the ADX at the bottom. Okay, sorry. So I'm gonna ask you guys a few questions and you guys let me know in the chat box. Okay, the only reason, again, let me repeat myself. The only reason you use technical analysis is to narrow down where you think price is going and to give you information. And with that information, you can decide if you're going in for a buy, you can go decide where you're going in for a sell. Because right now, if someone who doesn't know anything about technical analysis, doesn't know anything about trading, they can sit on the charts and they don't know what they're looking for. They have no idea. I can give them 100 charts, they can look at it and they don't know what's happening and they don't know what's happening. They don't know what they're supposed to find. Okay, so technical analysis can help you with that. I'm sorry, may I ask a personal question? Do you prefer XAG USD or XAU USD? I prefer XAU USD. I am a XAU USD trader. I think 90% of my trades are XAU USD. I only trade other things, for example, like Forex, for example, or like I never trade index. Forex, once in a while I trade it only if XAU USD is totally not giving me anything at all. Price is going sideways, there's no information. No matter how I chart, no matter how much technical analysis I use, I can't seem to find anything on XAU USD. That is the only time I go onto Forex because I have no choice. It's either I go to Forex or I don't trade at all. Okay, so for me, I prefer XAU USD, but that's just my preference. There's different 100 ways to trade, 100 ways to make money off the market. Okay, so this is what I've included everything. Okay, so the first question I'm going to ask you guys, from the indicators that we are using, right? From the indicators we are using, the Ichimoku cloud, the channel, and the trend line, can you guys let me know in the chat box, is price moving up or down? Is price in an uptrend or a downtrend? Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you, BL. Thank you, Jamilu, Bildet. Thank you, Bakatali, Mikhail. Okay. Thank you, Yen 7. Okay, thanks everyone for answered. Surprisingly, I've got different answers here. Some of you are saying downtrend, some of you are saying uptrend. Okay. It is moving in an uptrend because number one, this is an ascending channel. Okay, price is moving within the ascending channel. So price is moving in an uptrend. Number two, this is an ascending trend line. There's one touch here, two touch here, and three touches here. So the answer to the first question is price is moving in an uptrend. Number three, remember we just covered Ichimoku. We just covered Ichimoku. One of the rules of Ichimoku is if price is moving above the cloud, it means that it is an uptrend. Okay, if price is moving above the cloud, it means that it is an uptrend. If price is moving below the cloud, it means that it's a downtrend. Okay, so from the information here, we know that price is moving in uptrend. Why is this information so important? Because in trading, you need to ask yourself a few questions. You answer those questions, and those answers will bring you closer to making money in trading. Okay, so the first question you need to ask yourself, well, at least for me in my own trading style, the first question I always ask myself is price going up or down? Okay, so you first need to know how to identify trend. This is a very clear uptrend because number one, there's higher highs, higher lows. Okay, there's higher lows here. Okay, so on top of that, it's moving in a channel, it's moving in an uptrend, it's moving above the Ichimoku cloud. So there is no doubt that this is an uptrend. Okay, that's number one. So from everything that we learned today, I see why the confusion. It is above the cloud, but at the same time, the blue just crossed the red line to the downside. Any comments on this? The conflict with cloud. Oh, okay. Good point, Desiree. I can see. Okay, I can now see why some of you say downtrend. You probably saw the conversion line crossing the baseline, and you think it's a downtrend. Okay, so look, your job as a trader, right, is to go onto the charts. Okay, collect information, and then with the information that you see and you have collected, you need to decide whether price. You need to make a decision from the information and the data you've collected. Okay, so thanks for letting me know, Desiree. Okay, so Desiree is saying maybe there's a confusion because the blue line is below the red line, so that's why some of you said downtrend. Okay, but we need to like look at the charts as a whole. Okay, let me ask you something. I've used this example all the time. If you go to a store, you want to buy a red color dress, for example, you try it on. Okay, there's 4 people that you ask. Yes, you ask your dad, you ask your mom, you ask your brother and your sister. Okay, you ask your dad, hey, how does this dress look on me? Is it nice? Your dad says yes, it's nice. Your mom says yes, it's nice. Your sister says yes, it's nice. And then your brother, 1 person out of 4 person tells you no, it's not nice. Don't get the dress. Okay, so it's the same as collecting data on the charts and making a decision in trading. Okay, you are going to have a lot of information. Look, if you pull out all the indicators on TradingView, right, there's hundreds of indicators on TradingView. Half the indicators are going to tell you its price is going up. The other half of the indicators are going to tell you price is going down. Who do you believe? You believe the majority of them. Okay, you believe the majority of them, or you believe the one that has higher like trend. Okay, so let's say you ask 4 people, and then your dad say yes, your mom say yes, your sister say yes, and then your brother says no. But at the same time, your brother is a fashion designer. Your brother is doing runway. Okay, he really knows fashion. So if he says the dress doesn't look good on you, then the dress really doesn't look good on you. So your brother's opinion weighs a lot in your decision making. Okay, so who do you listen to when you're on the charts? You listen to either the majority or you listen to the one that weighs the most. Okay, so in this case, we're going to listen to the majority. Okay, so why do I think price is going up? Number one, there's higher highs, higher lows. Okay, that's number one reason to believe that price is going up. Number two, there is an ascending channel. Number three, price is moving above the Ichimoku cloud. Number four, there is an ascending trend line. There is 4 reasons to believe price is going up, but only 1 reason to believe that price is going down. So that's why, to me, it is very clear that it's going up, because majority, everything other than the baseline crossing the conversion line is saying that it is going up. Okay, and in fact, the baseline and the conversion line is not even, whenever the baseline and the conversion line, when the conversion line crosses the baseline, it's not even a confirmation of trend, it is a suggestion of trend. Okay, whenever the blue line crosses the red line to the downside, you think it's a trend reversal. It is not confirmed, it is a suggestion. Okay, it is a suggestion that, hey, there is a possibility that price is going to do a trend reversal. Okay, that is the only thing indicators are for. Indicators are suggestive. They are just suggestive. For me, the things that are confirmed, well, not say confirmed, but holds a lot of value and weight is horizontal lines, horizontal support and resistance, followed by Fibonacci levels. These two, if the Fibonacci level tells me there's so many Fibonacci levels in the same area, I'm going to take it that is a very strong area. Okay, so Fibonacci to me and horizontal to me weighs in a lot. Okay, that was a cool entry because it was also zone of the 61 Fibonacci retracement. Yep. Okay, what about the ADX? Okay, so from the ADX, can you guys let me know? Okay, number one, we have already established that price is going up. Okay, because 4 things are telling us price is going up, only 1 thing is telling us there's a suggestion of a trend reversal. Okay, so we have established that price is going up. I want to get into a buy. Okay, now my next question is, because when I'm trading, there's 4 answers I want to answer myself. Question number 1, is price going up or going down? Is it an uptrend or downtrend? Number 2, how strong is the uptrend or the downtrend? How strong is my momentum? Okay, number 3, where is my support and resistance? Because the support and resistance will work as my entry, stop loss, take profit. Okay, number 4, how strong is my support and resistance? So right now we already answered question number 1. Is price going up or down? It is going up. Question number 2, if price is going up, how strong is the momentum? So can you guys let me know from the ADX? Okay, from the ADX, is the momentum or the uptrend strong right now, or is it weak? Weak. Okay, cool. Weak, weak. Majority of you answered weak. It is weak because I'll get back to you in a while, Leo. Okay, because the rule for ADX is trend is strong above 25%. Okay, why do I need to know the strength of trend? Because let's say I were to enter here for a buy. My take profit was here. Okay, I need to know if there is enough momentum to push price to my take profit. That's number 1. Number 2, let's say I have identified an area. Okay, I've identified a strong area. When price gets here, I don't know if price is going to break, or I don't know if it's going to reverse. Okay, do I get in here for a buy or do I get in here for a sell? Okay, based on this. From the momentum, it will help me answer my question, because if momentum, right now we have answered that price is on an uptrend. If the uptrend momentum is strong, we know when price gets here, it's just going to bounce. If the uptrend momentum is weak, we know that there is a possibility when price gets here to this area, it might not continue with the uptrend because momentum is currently weak. You know what I'm saying? So anything you do in technical analysis, anytime I pull out an indicator is to help me answer questions. I think I read, you know what? I listened to a podcast, and that podcast was saying the best traders in the world are people who like to solve problems and the people who like to solve puzzles, solve problems. So these are people like mathematicians, engineers. Of course, you don't have to be those kind of people. I have nothing to do with those background. I majored in law. Okay, so I was supposed to be a lawyer. Okay, so that has nothing to do with me. I'm not a mathematician. I'm not a engineer. Blah blah blah. Okay, but I think I'm good in trading because I always ask myself questions and I answer these questions. So you need to know what questions to ask yourself, and then you need to be able to answer those questions. And then whenever you are wrong in trading, then you go back and review and you ask yourself again, what did I do wrong? Why did I lose this trade? Okay, how can I do better the next time? Okay, so it's a lot of like asking yourself questions. I mean, this is not just trading, honestly. This is like everything in life. This is just everything in life. Like even in business, even in like anything, any kind of investment, anything you do in life, as long as you are willing to solve problems, that means you will have the ability to move forward. Okay, so the problems that you have now is, you know, price is going up, you don't know where to get in for the buy. Okay, so what's the question that you should ask now? How do I know where to get into buy? Use technical analysis. What technical analysis do I use to find my entry? Use support and resistance. Okay, how do I know this support resistance is good? Okay, you use Fibonacci. How do I know my Fibonacci levels are correct? You need to practice. Okay, so it's just solving problems. Solving problems will make you a lot of money in life. I can assure you that 100%. I can assure you that 100%. Okay, so can you repeat the 4 rules? Rule number 1, you need to be able to identify. Okay, this is my style of trading. Okay, there's 100 ways of trading. I'm just sharing my style of trading and my strategy. Rule number 1, is price going up or down? Okay. You're asking rules, or are you asking the 4 questions? Okay, I have 4 questions that I usually ask myself. Is price going up or down? Number 1. Number 2, if price is going up or down, because I already answered question number 1, is the momentum strong? So is price moving up? Like, is it shooting up, or is it just slowly inching up? Okay, is it just like a turtle? Is it just slowly going up, or is the momentum very strong? I need to know the strength of the momentum because that will help me a lot in my trade. Okay, number 3, I know price. Okay, let's say you answer the question and the answer is price is going up. I know price is going up, therefore I want to get in for a buy. Okay, because I want to follow trend. So I want to get in a buy. Number 3, where do I get in for a buy? So then, to answer that question, you need to ask yourself, where is support and resistance? Okay, where is the support and resistance? Because those are the area I enter for the buy. Okay, once you have identified your support resistance, question number 4 is, how strong is my support and resistance? Because if you have already identified support and resistance, it means that you have already identified your entry, your stop loss, and your take profit. If you identify your entry, you now need to ask yourself question number 4, because question number 4 is so important in making money. Okay, question number 4 is, how strong is my support and resistance? Because that also relates to how strong is my entry. Are you just simply pulling out an entry at any number? Is your entry like, is your entry here? Is your entry here? Is your entry here? Where is your entry? Okay, if you identify that this is your entry, then you need to ask yourself, how strong is this entry? If price gets here, is it really going to reverse, or is it going to break out? Because let's say your entry here was for a buy. If this is not a strong entry, if this is not a strong support, that means when price gets here, it's going to break out and it's going to hit your stop loss. That's why it's so important to answer question number 4. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you learned something new. I will catch you guys again soon. I only have 1.5 months left with you guys, so I hope you guys learn something from me, improve your trading in some way or another in this 1.5 months. Other than that, I will catch you guys again soon. Best friend, if you are joining, Bahasa webinar tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. For the rest of you, I will see you next week. Okay, take care, everyone. I hope you have a productive week ahead and a profitable week. Of course, I want everybody to make profits, right? I'll catch you guys again soon. Oh, Bill, Dad, I will reply you on Telegram shortly. Okay, I think maybe you can ask me about the question in the group chat and I will reply you in the group chat so that everyone can see it. How do you measure support resistance? Okay, that is a total different webinar. Okay, for those who need to ask me more stuff, just add me on Telegram and I can answer you. Okay, I can answer you. Hold on, let me write down my Telegram because I see a lot of questions, but I'm gonna get kicked out of this webinar soon. So this is my webinar. You can add you in. You can ask me questions. Okay, so it's SYNYIE. Okay, there's an ad there. Okay, you guys can add me and can ask me there because like we're running out of time. I'm gonna get kicked out of this platform already. Okay, this session will be on YouTube. That's right. No, hopefully no more strange door knocking. You know what? I actually opened the door. There's no one there, but there's stuff on the ground. I didn't look at what the stuff was on the ground, but I'm gonna open my door now to check. Hopefully everything's okay. I don't know, maybe it was just, I don't know. It's not like a parcel or anything, it's just a random, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna go see. Okay, have a nice day everyone. Bye. See you. Bye everyone.